We're on the Klausman wetland right now. Around August 23rd, we're going to be releasing 5 trumpeter swan cygnets that came from our captive breeding program. We want them to become attached to this wetland. We want the swans to be able to go where they want to once they can fly, but the problem is the Teton River is not very far from here at all, and it's not unheard of when you release these birds that sometimes they'll literally take off walking. We want to contain them to this particular wetland, not only because we want them to potentially return to this wetland someday to breed, but also, you know, for their protection. Prior to releasing those 5 cygnets, we're actually going to release a foster female, which is an adult. And the whole idea behind that is that we release these 5 cygnets and they will kind of attach themselves to her. These cygnets are going to be approximately 70 days old. Approximately 30 days later, when they're about 100 days old, they will have developed all their flight feathers. Between 70 days and 100 days, they're going to start doing what we call practice flights. They're going to start kind of doing short little flights, or trying to, across this pond, and you know, that's going to help them build those muscles that they need to eventually fly out of here. Eventually what we'll do is we'll come in here, we'll actually capture that female and take her back to our holding facility in Jackson, and that way these birds can feel like they're free to go. Eventually they'll hopefully pick up with wild birds when they're migrating through here in the fall, and those birds will show them, you know, the nice wintering areas to go to. Typically and realistically, trumpeter swans don't really start establishing those nesting territories and breeding until they're 4 or 5 years of age. If you're lucky, 3 years of age, but I think that's pretty rare. Most of the restoration work that we've done, you're looking at about year 5 when you start seeing cygnets on the water. And so with that said, you know, this could become a 5 to 10 year project, you know, if all goes well. Subsequent years we'll be releasing at different locations. On this particular year we're going to be releasing here at the Klausman wetland.
Want these cygnets to be able to imprint to this wetland. These young cygnets, when they start to fledge, will be able to go and kind of hook up with other migrating swans and follow them to other places where they can overwinter. Hopefully next spring we'll see some of these swans back.
We did not think when we started the land trust that we would be bringing back trumpeter swans to Teton Valley. And in truth, they really only need this little nudge that we're giving them today. And by preserving habitat, we afforded ourselves that opportunity. There's a lot of work left here. The land trust sees this as a 10-year project. Our goal is to have 2 successful nestings here in the valley over the next 10 years. But we also want to see another wetland created, so those swans may have a place to go. We also want to see another property like this protected. And for that, there's a lot of work and a lot of funding that's still necessary.